So, do you want the secret to a stress-free parenting life? Well, let me tell you this. Let me ask you this. If these questions pertain to you, then you're at the right video. But if this doesn't pertain to you, maybe you can use what I have to say to help somebody else out. Maybe you know someone that these things apply to, and you've been giving them ways and you're trying to help them, and you have run short of solutions. Maybe what I have to say can help. Are you tired of feeling like you're running on empty all day, every day? Or maybe you're a first-time mom, or you're trying to find some me time in your schedule. You're trying to incorporate some me time. Or maybe things are getting a little stressful, a little hectic, and you're trying to figure out how to manage all that stress. Well, if you're new here, hey, my name is Diamond. I'm a mother to 3, a wife to 1, and I have a full-time job. And I do a lot of this under very minimal stress. And if you're returning, welcome back. From this video, remember this. Life as a parent is gonna be chaotic, right? No matter if you're in the newborn phase, the toddler phase, the preteen, the teenage, it's gonna be chaotic. But just because parenting is chaotic, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. All right, y'all. So I have 3 tips for y'all that's gonna help y'all manage your stress and hopefully make parenting a little bit easier for you. So, tip number 1. If y'all see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I wrote stuff down because if I don't, I'm going to just be yapping. Okay, so tip number 1. You want to prioritize your task, right? So, ways you can do this would be maybe identify the task. You can focus on the most important task of that day. And when you do that task, like when you complete that task, that's a win. A win is a win. Hey, if your most important task is deep cleaning maybe 2 bathrooms, do that. And when you do that, don't be like, oh, now I have to do the kitchen. Now I gotta, hey, do those 2 bathrooms and a win is a win. That's it. Or maybe you can use a to-do list. You can write a to-do list in the order of most important to least important. And don't make it an overwhelming list. Don't make it like 10 things, right? Make it like 5 things, 3 to 5 things. And it can start with something as simple as make the beds. Make the beds. Right? Then it can be something simple as get some fresh air. Whatever your list may look like, don't make it too overwhelming. But as you do the things, check them off. This method did not work for me because it required me to either, if I wrote the list on my phone, I had to go back to my phone and cross it off. Or if I wrote it in a cute little journal or a binder or a notebook, I would have to take the notebook with me so I could check it off. Or on a sticky note, I would just forget to check the list off, meaning I was forgetting to look at the list. So it was just, that was not a good method for me. But that helps a lot of people that I do know. So write your list, look at it, check it off. The one thing I do make a list for is grocery shopping, but that's a video for a different day. But make the list, check it twice, check it off. It'll make your day seem more productive. You'll see the progress that you're making in your day. And it'll help you see what's going on. And once you see your task and you complete it, like I said, don't try to be like, oh, well, now I can do this. Now I can do that. No, how about you sit down? Relax. It's going to be okay. Use that time to make tomorrow's list. Tip number 2. Simplify your life. Ways that we can do that is meal planning. So meal planning, it doesn't mean that you have to buy everything on Sunday, cook it all off, and make all these little boxes and meal prep for the week. You don't have to do that. You could just plan your meals, as in, okay, Monday we're going to have lasagna. If we make enough lasagna, we can have it leftovers for Tuesday. Wednesday, we can have pizza. Thursday, we're going to be out, so we got to do this. That's what I do, and it helps so much. So Friday, I think, okay, what is our week looking like? Me and my husband both work full time. So if I know Monday my daughter has a basketball game, me and my husband are both working. When I come back in the morning from the gym, it's a crock pot meal. Hey, what we doing? Taco soup? Okay, I'm making enough taco soup to last 2 days. Monday and Tuesday. Now, come to Wednesday, it's like, okay, what are we going to have? Wednesday is basketball. We're going to eat something quick because I'm not going to feel like cooking. It's pasta night. Stuff like that. Make the list and make it fit according to your schedule. Okay, just think of what you want to eat. That's what I mean by meal planning. It'll help make your week go by so smooth because you already know what you're eating. And for those who's like, oh, well, I might say I want this, but when it gets to that day, I won't want it. No, eat it. See how you're trying to overcomplicate? Even if you don't want it, hey, that's what you're having. Or making meals that you know you're going to want. I love spaghetti. It's cold outside. I don't mind a bowl of taco soup for 2 days. I ain't going for 3. 2 days is cool. 3, I'm stretching it. But that's what I mean when I say to meal plan. Okay? Meal plan, not meal prep.
Meal plan, not meal prep. You got me?
Okay, another thing that'll help simplify your life is to delegate these responsibilities. Okay? You want to delegate these tasks, responsibilities to family members within your household. Or if you live close to family members, they can help out too. Or you can hire some help. Don't be afraid to hire help if it's in your budget. Okay? So for us, we have a house cleaner. Why? Because we both work full time and we have 3 kids. You think we're gonna want to come home and clean after a long day of work? You think we're gonna wanna get up early Sunday morning? First of all, my husband works weekends as well. So the Sundays that he's not here and I'm home by myself with 3 kids, you think I'm waking up early to clean this house for myself? Mind you, my kids are 3, 2, and 1. The answer is no. So yes, we hired help to come clean the house once every 2 weeks. And that helps us tremendously. Oh my goodness. But if that is not in your budget, then delegate these tasks. Because before that was my budget, with me and my husband's schedule, because we were both working every other day at this time, it was like, okay, Mondays, whoever's off on Monday, the kitchen needs to get cleaned. Whoever's off is on Tuesday, the bathroom's getting cleaned. We delegate these tasks. Delegate the tasks, responsibilities between family members or in or out your house. That's going to help keep the house clean. Another thing that can help is daily declutter. That also goes into cleaning though, right? So like with my family, we have somebody that cleans our house, but every day we declutter. So every night we'll straighten up the kitchen, like put the dirty dishes in the dishwasher, run it. So we wake up in the morning, put the clean dishes away. Now we have dishes to eat off of. We'll straighten up the living room. And when I say straighten up, I don't mean vacuum, clean the table. No, I mean fix the couch and take all the toys that's in here and throw them in the playroom. Because we do have a playroom. So we take all the toys, throw them in the playroom. Looks good. If the living room is cool, the kitchen is cool, I don't care what the rest of the house looks like, honestly. Those are my 2 places that I'm in every single day, and I need those spaces to be clean. And when you have that free, decluttered space, it helps reduce stress. Being in an empty environment, like when you're looking at something, it's like, organized, it's like, hey, I can chill. You know what I mean? Like, it's said that a clutter-free space reduces stress and it helps improve focus. That's just what the scientists say or whatever. But it works. It works. Okay. So take that what you will. It works. Tip number 3. Self-care. Duh. As parents, we have to schedule some me time, right? Prioritize our self-care activities. I'm not saying it has to be once a week. I'm not saying it has to be once every 2 weeks, but at least once a month. And what that may look like for you is maybe getting a babysitter or having family come and watch the kids during the day, if you will. It doesn't have to be at nighttime, but during the day while you go and get your nails done. Or if you're a dad watching this, you can just go get a haircut, right? Go, I don't know if you're into golf or basketball, or go play a game of whatever sport you play. You can use that time to go get a massage. It's important to schedule some me time. And if you can't, if it's not in your budget to hire help, and if you don't have family around you that is there to help, you have a spouse that, hey babe, can you take the kids outside while I'm gonna take a bubble bath. Can you take the kids to the park while I take a nap? Oh, can you go take the kids out for ice cream while I go get a massage? You know, find what works out for you. And say you're a single parent and you don't have those options. My advice would be to set a good bedtime for your kids. Start early with setting a bedtime for your children. That way, like me, my kids go to bed at 7. At 7, when they in the bed, that's my me time, right? So right now, my husband, he has the time to play his video games. I use that time for me to read, or I catch up on my TV shows, or I just chill. I may watch him play the game. But that can also look like your own me time. After your kids are in the bed, have that me time. Whether it be an hour, whether it be 30 minutes, it's important to get that time for you. Schedule that self-care for you so you can be the best version of you that you can be for them. Okay? Another thing that can help with your self-care is get enough sleep. Get enough sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, you're going to wake up and be cranky, right? You want to get enough sleep to be able to function the next day. I'm not talking about waking up and you're like, oh, you're dragging because you're tired because you stayed up too late. And now you're like, oh, what's for breakfast? No, get enough sleep. It's okay to be in bed by 9. You have kids. If you're single friends that stay out till 1 midnight, that was fun while it lasted. But guess what, baby? We got kids. And we all know kids wake up early. My kids be getting up at 6, 7 o'clock. I hear them at 6 o'clock in their room playing. I'm not getting up at 6 o'clock. I have the little gate up at their door so they can run around and play in their room all they want. I'll get them at 7:30 because we eat breakfast at 8. It's important to have a schedule, but that's a different video for a different day. Get enough sleep. Get enough sleep. But also getting enough sleep helps reduce stress because you're not tired and cranky and groggy and trying to go in 50 directions at one time. Get enough sleep. When your kids take a nap, you take a nap. A lot of parents feel like, oh, they're napping, I can use this time to clean up, or oh, this is my me time. That may be the case, but use that me time to get a nap. Take 30 minutes. My kids nap from 12 to 2. If your kids nap for 30 minutes, take 15 of those minutes for you. If your kids nap for an hour, take 30 minutes. If your kids nap for 2 hours, take as much time as you need. Take a nap. It's needed. Okay? Because kids, they're all gas and no brakes. Okay? Take a nap. Y'all, just remember, it's okay not to be perfect. No one is asking you to be perfect. The goal is to find things that work for your family. Find things that work, whether it's, and it's going to take a few tries, right? To find things that work for your family. But that's the goal. To find things that work for your family. Because at the end of the day, y'all got each other. And y'all are the only thing that matter. Whatever works for Sally and Jim over there might not work for Erica and Tom over here. What works for me, you might have to crank it a few, find what works for you. But that's the goal. Finding what works for you and your family. And guess what? I'd love to hear about what works for your family, because maybe I can use some of those things too. Because like I said, no one is perfect. I'm not perfect. We're not perfect. No one's perfect. So drop down in the comments what works for you and your family, and maybe I can use it. This is my guide to a stress-free parenting life. Implement these goals if you choose. Tell a friend, and let me know if it works for you. All right, y'all, but that's all that I have for tonight. Thanks for coming to my channel, and I hope to see y'all next time. Bye.